Hi YouTube, Dylan here with a new drawing lesson. In today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to draw Maleficent from Disney's Sleeping Beauty. So, like this video, hit that subscribe button, get your pencil, get your favorite piece of paper, find a good spot, and let's get started. So the first thing we start with, when it comes to most heads, is a circle for the cranium, for the top of their head. And remember to draw very loosely and lightly at first. And then we draw the lower part of her head, her chin, which will be this long kind of triangular shape that goes like this. And then you put in the center line so that you know where the middle of her face will be. And a line across to know where her eyes will fall. Just like that. And then we need to draw her neck area, because we're also going to include the triangle shapes that she has in between this area that go like this. And same thing with over here. Okay, we've got these basic shapes in. Now we need to get into the further details of her head. So we'll just kind of beef in these lines on the bottom. And then when you're drawing her chin, make sure you try to round the corners a little bit, like this, and round this side too. Get this side right here. And then we need to draw her nose. Sometimes we start with the eyes with most characters, but for this one we're going to start with the nose. It's a lot, basically like they're both downward angles. One of them's a straight line, and then this one goes back like that. And put a small line for the nostril of her nose. And now we move on to her eyes. And her eyes are basically these kind of like soft triangles, or maybe stretched out or flattened out egg shapes. Make sure this one's bigger and this one's a little smaller. And the same thing with the bottom one. Okay, next we will darken in the top of her eyes. And then we will before we get to the details of her eyes, we should draw her eyebrows that kind of go like this. Well, this one goes like this. You'll see how the other one goes later on. All right, next we will then draw the other eyebrow, which will be kind of like this, and just like that. I'll beef this area, and then you can color in the rest of the eyebrow black. Okay, now we can do her eyelashes. And she's a female, and most female characters must have eyelashes shown. So they're going to be like this. And then there's another one. And they're basically these. This one's almost going to be kind of an S shape. And make sure there's a little thickness at the end with a point. And now we're going to put in her pupils. They're basically going to be these really small little circles below for the eyes, below the eyebrows and our eyelashes. Then you're going to shade these in, and make sure you leave the little highlights in there. Just make sure there's enough black and enough white in there. And then you're going to draw this outer edge. And then up here, you're going to draw this kind of V shape. Like this. That would be her outer edge. The outer edge of her. Then we'll just get the back side like that. And then we need to draw her lips before we get into her other details. So you're going to basically make this. And make sure there's a curve at the bottom, because we're going to make her smiling evilly. Because she's a villain. And here is her. The upper lip's kind of an M shape with a curve down there. And then you draw this kind of sideways triangle for the teeth. Here's her lower lip, like that. Now let's draw her horns. It's her most iconic feature. So we will start with the top area and curve that up. And back here, you're going to draw a curve right here. And now, and as we draw her horns, we're going to start with the smaller one, which will be her other, on this side. It's the same horn as the other, but it will be drawn from a different angle. But first, we need to draw this center line to make it look like it's a seam on her headpiece. So you're going to draw this kind of flattened out S shape, or a backwards lightning bolt, or it's actually a regular lightning bolt. Then you're going to make a point and then follow that shape and make sure the bottom side's really thick and that the top side's really thin, and then a point. I'm gonna put these curves just like we did with the headpiece. Just like that. And now let's get to her other horn piece. And we're gonna put the seams. And then the next part's gonna be a little bit more thicker. And it's gonna have a different bit of an upward curve to it. And same thing in another one here. Here's another one. And come to a point right up there. So we got our horns, but we have other things to put on. We got to draw these kind of triangular things that are on the sides of her. So you'll draw one here, and they're going to be smaller, but the other side will be bigger. And there's one there. And similar thing with over here. You're going to start up here. So you're going to draw another curve right there. Then we'll get another triangle. Okay, so we got those triangles. Now it's time to draw the one below her. It's gonna go like this, and you're gonna put seams at the bottom of them. And now we need to draw define these triangles that we put earlier. Then you're gonna curve this one down and get the other one and bring it down like that. Okay, now what you can do is you can go ahead and shade in the areas of Maleficent's head that we know are black. And very lightly, remember, if you use the side of your pencil, you not only get a smoother shading, you also reduce the chances of your pencil breaking. And now let's do the same thing with the other side. And same thing with the other side. And now we can shade in the top part of her head and her horns with them. And the other side of her head as well. Okay, now we need to get the rest of her. We need to get one of her horns. And now let's get the other one. And feel free to take breaks as you shade this in, because almost everything on her head is dark. And it might make your arm tired. And there you have it. You have your own picture of Maleficent, the main villain from Disney's Sleeping Beauty. I hope this video helped you, and if it did, remember to like, subscribe for more future videos, and we'll see you next time. Bye.